there, welcome to Big Dream Crochet. I'm Olivia. Thank you so much for clicking on this video and watching. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. So today, you may have noticed that the setting has kind of changed a little bit. We're in my room instead of my craft studio because this is just a bit more of a casual, personal-ish kind of video that I wanted to film today. Kind of a crochet and chat. That is the goal of the video. So we're just gonna crochet together, and I'm gonna chat about some things that I've been thinking about the past couple of weeks in my life, and just, yeah, personal things, some business things, all of that. So go ahead and grab your own crochet project, whatever project you're working on right now, and we can crochet and chat together. So before we get started, make sure that you subscribe to my channel if you enjoy crochet, if you haven't subscribed already, and yeah, get your crochet projects. Let's get started. So today I have my big bag of yarn and other things in here. This is my temperature blanket bag. So I have my temperature blanket right here, and then in the bag is all the yarn that I usually use for it. Well, that I do use for it, not usually. This is all the temperature blanket yarn that I have. And I figured today for our casual quick crochet and chat that I would update my temperature blanket. I have, I believe, just today to catch up on, because yeah, I was able to crochet outside yesterday. Yesterday was a beautiful day. Sun was shining. It was like 56 degrees, which where I live, 56 degrees in February, that is like amazing. What usually it's snowing right now. So yeah, yesterday I was able to catch up a bit, but I still have a row to do, and my blanket's getting pretty big, so I know it's going to take me a while. I thought it'd be a good project to work on while doing a kind of quick crochet and chat, just kind of update you guys, update you on, what I've been thinking about, what's been happening, all that. So first I need to check the actual weather. For my temperature blanket, I use the high of the day, like the high temperature of the day. So let's see. Today the high is 54. So I'm going to use my in my 50s, well, the like 50 to 59 color, which I do have right here. Try not to get a bunch of things tangled up, but with as many color changes as I am doing in this blanket, it's just going to be a lot. So yeah, pretty big so far. Stay tuned for a February temperature blanket update. I can't believe another month has already gone by. I feel like I just filmed my January temperature blanket update, and now next week I'm gonna have to film my February temperature blanket update. What in the world? Where is this year going already? Okay, so because the high today is 54, I'm going to use my 50 to 59 degree color, which is this lovely green here. And by the way, it's 54 degrees here in Fahrenheit, not Celsius. I don't even know what that would look like in Celsius. It would not be good. But yeah, I'm using Fahrenheit. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and get started on this. Make sure that you have your project too, and maybe a fun drink as well. I'm just drinking water today. I woke up with like a slight funny feeling in my throat and in my nose, and I'm afraid that I might be getting sick. I've spent some time with kids this week, and they may have been the culprit of that. I hope not. I've also been outside in the cold, so I know that doesn't help my immune system either. But anyways, what I wanted to talk about today is just what life has been like in my first year in my 20s. And so I graduated college last year in April 2023, and since then, yeah, it's been an interesting journey so far, just being 20 and being in my 20s, post grad, like I'm not in school anymore. I was able to graduate a couple years early because of a program I took in high school. I did a dual enrollment. Um, but yeah, it's been an interesting year to be 20. So I have recently just been trying to figure out like what I want to do for my job, like if I want a career and if I did want that, like what would that be? What would it look like? And honestly, I just don't really know. So far, um, since graduating from college, I have worked in an early learning center with kids. That I have a bachelor's degree in psychology. My interest is in working with kids and families, so that's what all of my jobs look like pretty much. So I worked as an assistant teacher in an early learning center, and that was okay for the time being, but it wasn't perfect. I wasn't a huge fan of it. And then I have switched to being a substitute teacher now for like local elementary schools, which that has been really nice. I've really enjoyed that job. It's super flexible, and I'm able to make my own schedule. I'm able to like be the leader in the classroom, which I enjoy. And it's still like fulfilling work to be able to be, you know, the student's teacher for a day, which is really fun. The only downside of it is that because I am a substitute, there's not like consistent hours. And, with, me being older, being an adult, of course, I want to be independent. I have financial goals I want to achieve and all of that. So sometimes when I'm subbing, it's hard to see how I am going to meet those goals, especially when the work is a little bit inconsistent and kind of competitive to actually get the jobs that um sometimes this mic goes out while I'm recording and it's the worst thing ever. So sometimes I check. But anyways, yeah, I can just be very competitive to actually get the jobs that, I want to get at the schools where you're going to have a good day and all of that. So I've been wrestling with that a bit recently, and trying to figure all of that out has caused me a little bit to not be so active on Big Dream Crochet. But I've been talking with my friends, family, loved ones about, you know, what this is, like what am I going to do? What do I want to do? And that's been pretty helpful. And I think, I've been realizing that I still really want to do Big Dream Crochet. I would love that to be like my main source of income, my main job, because I just love the job uh, that I get to do while working on Big Dream Crochet, being able to make my own schedule, make content, like I'm in charge of what I get to do that day. I make the tasks that I have to do for Big Dream Crochet, and I love that. I've kind of stepped away from being super invested in Big Dream Crochet this year because I've just been wrestling with what is the thing that I want to do the most. And I feel like that's pretty typical for anyone who's in their 20s or especially post grad too. Um, to try and figure out what it is that you actually want to do, how you want to spend your time, how you want to meet your goals, all of that. So, yeah, that's really what I have been thinking about. And I've kind of decided, I was like, okay, well, I'm still going to keep being a substitute teacher because I really like the schedule. I love the work life balance because it's completely up to me how much I work and what jobs I want to take and all of that, which is great. There's some downside to it, like having kind of a lack of a consistent schedule. Uh, and sometimes like not knowing when you're going to work next. Those are definitely the downsides to it, but all of the other aspects of the job make it worth staying and doing. So yeah, I'm still gonna keep subbing. I'm gonna try and maybe I can do a little bit better with that, be on my game a bit more when it comes to actually taking the jobs that would be good, or to be able to make ends meet and achieve my goals in life. I could definitely do better with that. So yeah, I've been thinking about that recently, but then I've also been thinking too about Big Dream Crochet and what are the things that I want to do with that this year, because last year was a very it was a pretty big year for Big Dream Crochet. I mean, it was a big year just for me in general, graduating college and all of that, but for Big Dream Crochet, I started a couple different new things. Like I started my YouTube channel, which I love so much. And thank you so much for joining me um, on this channel because I'm still fairly new. I started my YouTube channel in, I believe it was June or like late May, June of 2023. And it's been a lot of fun being able to, you know, film content and share it with you, meet a lot more crocheters online, and just kind of builds the Big Dream Crochet community. That has been a lot of fun. That was definitely one of the highlights of 2023 for me, and Big Dream Crochet. So yeah, last year I started a YouTube channel, and then I also started in markets as well, like selling my handmade products at markets, which was something I had never done before. And I was really excited to just dive headfirst into that, and I did. And luckily, my last market of the year turned out to be pretty successful. And then, you know, 2024 just kind of started off pretty slow for me in terms of business and finding like the motivation of like, okay, what do I want to do? How am I going to do that? All that kind of stuff. So, yeah, and I do have my New Year's resolutions, which, my gosh, this year has felt very long and very short at the same time. Like when I think about what I was up to in January, that seems like ages ago, but that was only last month. And then February went by so incredibly fast. It's really strange how time is passing right now. But, I do have my crochet New Year's resolutions, which I've tried to stick to pretty well during the first 2 months of the year, but I could still be a bit better with that. Um, yeah. So, yeah, I'm just kind of still, I feel like I'm trying to find my stride with this new life that I have post grad. Trying to figure out, what is my routine? What are the things that I do in my life and in my business, and what things take the most priority. I think I'm still trying to figure that out a bit, which can be frustrating and overwhelming at times. Don't get me wrong. But I just gotta trust the process and keep moving forward. One of my favorite quotes from one of my favorite Disney movies, Meet the Robinsons. Please tell me in the comments if you've seen, I think it's Pixar. I think, oh, or was it Disney? I'm not sure. Pixar or Disney made the movie Meet the Robinsons. That was one of my favorite movies growing up, and it's still so relevant. Love the themes in it. Anyways, comment below if you've seen that movie because surprisingly, a lot of people have never seen that movie before. And that is baffling to me. Like, that is one of, I feel, Disney's, classic movies. But, you know, I guess maybe not everyone watched that one growing up, but let me know if you have. But yeah, I just gotta keep moving forward, do the next right thing, and just kind of figure it out as I go along. Um, yeah, and get by. Just be able to do the things that I want to do in my life. But yeah, so this year, concerning things that I'm going to do more recently, I have decided that I am going to start signing up and looking for some markets to go to give me a goal to work on for Big Jim Crochet, like being able to build up my inventory with, I don't know, certain things. I think that the next like big mm, holiday market would be for Mother's Day. I think that would be a good time to sign up for a market. Like if there's a market around Mother's Day weekend. Um, So I feel like moms especially would appreciate handmade crafts and all of that. Um, well, honestly, anybody appreciates handmade crafts, but I know that that's a really popular holiday to uh, sell for and be a vendor for. So I'm going to try and find a market that I can participate in around that time, and maybe I can, yeah, kind of get going on that again. I realize that I really thrive well when I have like very clear goals of what I'm supposed to be doing. When I don't have goals or when I don't have structure of like something set that I'm actively working towards, I can kind of like lose my way, lose my motivation a bit. I am just one of those people. Thrive, I thrive in structure. And that's okay. It's good that I know that about myself. And especially because I, you know, am my own boss when it comes to Big Dream Crochet. So being able to, yeah, put those goals down for myself and be able to work towards that, that's a good thing to know because it'll help me be more successful. But yeah, I'm gonna try and do that. I'm gonna start looking at that. I think, when is Mother's Day? Mother's Day's in May, I believe. And let's see, it's February right now, about to be March, so I have March and April. That means I would have 2 months. I think right now is about the time to start looking. Like, I should really get on that if I'm going to do a Mother's Day sale. So I am going to start looking at that. I'll probably start that on Monday so I can give myself the weekend off, and yeah, hopefully to rest. I'm really trying to not get sick right now, like I mentioned before. But I'll start looking for that on Monday, which is probably when this video will come out. But I think that would be a good thing to do, another little source of income uh, to help me, achieve my goals in life, grow my business a bit, have some new opportunities coming my way. So yeah, that is something I am actively going to try and do for Big Dream Crochet right now. And also something I know I need to do, I really need to get an actual camera to film YouTube videos with. Because ever since I started my channel, I only use my phone. Because, it's worked, and, I really wanted to be able to put YouTube, like any revenue I got from YouTube, back into YouTube, like into my YouTube. So, like, if I got any, I don't know, monetization revenue, I'd be able to put that towards like getting a cool camera or something. But I actually think I'll be able to do that. Now I think I need to do it now with the kinds of videos that I want to work on and, film and upload. And, sometimes it's hard to do that when I'm on my phone. Like when I'm trying to film everything on my phone. I just think I'll have some better opportunities. Well, I think I'll just be able to do it better and easier if I had a camera and a real microphone. This little microphone, it does all right. It gets the job done. The quality isn't, too bad, and it does what I needed to do right now, but of course I would love to improve my setup, and I think I'll be able to do that now, especially because I want YouTube to be a big priority for Big Dream Crochet, and it would make it easier on me for filming videos if I had a real camera and not just using my phone camera. My phone camera has been great. Don't get me wrong. I've filmed like 20 videos on here and, have been pretty successful with that so far. So, hey, if you want to start a YouTube channel and all you have is your phone, go for it, because it can help you get you, where you want to be, or at least get you started pretty well. So, yeah, definitely don't let that hold you back. I didn't let it hold me back. I was just like, I'm going to film this on my phone. This is how I film the rest of my content anyways, like that I post on Instagram. And yeah, it's it's carried me so far to a really good point. So, yeah, I'm very grateful for that, and I'm glad I chose to start with that, even though I didn't have like the most fancy setup or anything. But yeah, so those are kind of the things I've been thinking about recently. Personal stuff, being in my 20s, trying to figure out what my priorities are in life, and kind of realizing that, I want to be serious about Big Dream Crochet. And how I'm going to do that is going to start, looking for markets to join in and all of that. Being able to get some better equipment for my YouTube channel so I can invest more in that, because I really do enjoy YouTube. And, I love doing markets too. So I should really pursue those things, in order to make Big Dream Crochet my full time job. I would love if that happened. That would be great. A dream come true, honestly. It's my big dream. Yep, my big dream to crochet. That's where the name comes from, if you haven't figured that out already. But yeah, those are the things that have been on my mind the past couple of weeks, pretty much this whole month of February. And yeah, what's been on your mind? Are you going through similar things? Maybe you are, kind of trying to figure out what your priorities are in life and like how you're going to get to where you want to be. If you've been thinking about that recently, let me know. It can be overwhelming to think about those things and try and make a plan, but I think it's something that everybody goes through, especially young people who have maybe just entered into their 20s, or becoming adults, or have just graduated college. Yeah, let me know if you are in the same boat and what you've been up to, what you've been thinking about for that. And also, if you're a fellow business owner, fellow crochet business owner, let me know, what are your goals for this month? Have you been working on anything new? Is there anything you want to get better at? Because I definitely have shared those with you. And I'd love to hear if maybe you are kind of doing the same thing, or if you have some different goals. We can inspire each other, keep each other accountable. So yes, definitely share that in the comments and I will get back to you on that. I love to hear, what you are up to, and I answer every single comment that is on my YouTube channel. So, yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you got some good progress done on whatever project you've been working on. You can also let me know what you were working on while you watched this video in the comments. I finished my row of my temperature blanket now, well, as I was chatting, just this one row, it does take me a while now. I'm still increasing on this blanket. It's gonna be huge. I'm a little scared. And I'm running out of yarn too. I'm gonna have to go back and get some more. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this crochet and chat. Yeah, definitely let me know what you've been up to in the comments section. Like this video if you liked this video, if you like to crochet and chat. Yeah, definitely give it a like. It'll help show the video, I guess, to other people who also like to crochet, and then there will be more people to chat with then after that. Yeah, so like this video, comment what you're up to, and don't forget to subscribe as well, so that way we can keep the conversation going whenever my next crochet and chat video is going to come out. So yes, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you in my next video.